Well, hello once more. We are finally on the last segment of this series. Finally, dividend stocks to invest in for December 2022. Again, just a brief reminder that these stock suggestions are solely based on my research and thus should not be taken as financial advice. It should be taken with a grain of salt, and all investors are expected to do their due diligence. Anyway, let's get right to the video, shall we? Hello and welcome to Investor Facts, where we address all your investment needs and questions. Stick around till the end of the video to learn more about investing and be one step closer to that financial freedom you've always wanted. The ticker symbol for Oxford Square Capital, OXSQ, is a company that develops businesses and invests in public and private enterprises. It makes investments in senior debt, both secured and unsecured, subordinated debt, junior and senior subordinated debt, preferred stock, common stock, and syndicated bank loans. Oxford invests primarily in debt and/or equity securities of technology-related businesses active in computer software, internet, and information technology infrastructure sectors. This is another instance of a company that offers a very high dividend yield but also increased risk. Oxford Square has problems for years, as you can see from this stock's performance. They have also reduced their dividend 3 times in the past 5 years. The majority of the news hasn't been great, much like Orchid Island. However, Google now assigns OXSQ as dividend yield of 10.32%. Using the ticker PBA, Pembina Pipeline Corporation is a Canadian business that offers midstream and transportation services to the petroleum sector. Pipelines, facilities, marketing, and new initiatives are the 3 business segments it operates. A daily 3.1 million barrels of oil equivalent can be transported through these routes. Additionally, they trade in and out natural gas and liquid hydrocarbons from Western Canada. Unlike many other oil firms on the list, Pembina isn't structured like a royalty trust, according to Seeking Alpha, and they now provide a dividend yield of 4.81%. They also had a good track record of increasing their dividend thus far. Since 1998, they've been able to keep and grow their dividend. Permian Basin Royalty Trust, ticker PBT. The Royalty Trust PBT holds the overriding royalty stake in some oil and gas fields in the United States. They have offices in Dallas, Texas, and own royalties in several sites across the state, such as Dune Judkin McKnight and the Tubb Fields in Crane County, Texas. The numbers of dividends this firm pays depends mainly on the performance of the oil market, as I've already explained with the few other companies on the list. This is because the company is a royalty trust. They won't pay the same quantity of dividends each month because of how royalty trusts are set up. According to Google, its stock currently gives 1.45% dividend yield. However, this is subject to change based on how oil performs. Phillips Edison and Company, ticker PECO, have been operating for over 30 years, but in 2021, it decided to list as publicly traded REIT on NASDAQ. Phillips Edison is one of the biggest owners and operators of shopping complexes with a grocery anchor. Various local and national merchants offering necessities-based items and services are present in PECO's diverse network of busy neighborhood shopping complexes. This would include adjacent buildings with adjacent retail stores, like Kroger and Publix. Their stock pays out 9 cents per share to stockholders, an increase of 0.5 cents since last October. We'll have to wait and see if they can maintain this dividend growth in the future. A corporation that develops businesses and tries to keep secondary direct debt equity and loan investment are Pennant Park Floating Right Capital, ticker symbol PFLT. Each company received an average investment of $2 million to $20 million from Pennant Park. The fund also makes investment in equity securities such as warrants or options acquired in connection with debt investments, common stock, preferred stock, or warrants. PennantPark has made approximately $13.1 billion in 566 companies since its establishment in 2007. They assert that they shun riskier businesses like retail restaurants and airlines and only concentrate on investing in more reliable sectors like healthcare software, consumer and business services, and government services. Since 2018, they routinely paid around 10 cents per share for a dividend yield of 9.6%. A Canadian REIT with the symbol PPRFQ that transacts in American OTC market is called Choice Properties Real Estate Investment Trust. They are the owner, manager, and developer of premium real estate with 725 properties totaling 66.1 million square feet of gross leasable space in their portfolio. Although most of their properties are in Ontario, they primarily own what they refer as a necessity-based retail office and industrial properties across Canada. Choice Property stock is sparsely traded, which you should keep in mind before investing. Just like all the other Canadian OTC market on this list, they have routinely paid 4 to 5 cents per share each month for several years. As a result, their stock currently has a dividend yield of roughly 5%. The symbol for the Permrock Royalty Trust stock, another Texas-based royalty trust, PRT owns an 80% net profit interest in the oil and gas producing properties in Permian Basin of Texas. The total area of their properties is 22,997 net acres, which includes 14,727 net acres in Glasscock, Stonewall, and Coke Country, as well as 2,434 net acres in Hockey and Terry counties, 1,667 net acres in Terry and Cochrane counties, and 2,434 net acres in Hockley and Terry counties. Since it was established in 2017, this royalty trust is more recent. Beginning in April 2020, they stopped paying dividends, starting again in September. Since then, they have been able to pay dividends every month. However, the amount of dividends they pay fluctuates each month and based on oil prices, much like all royalty trusts. But at that moment, its stock has 7% dividend yield. Prospect Capital Corporation, a business development organization, ticker PSEC, specializes among other financial services in middle market mature mezzanine finance, later developing leveraged growth buyouts refinancing. They invest in various industries including retail software, specialized minerals, consumer services, aerospace and defense chemicals, and consumer services. They have over $7.5 billion in assets right now, and since its IPO in 2004, they have made investment in more than 375 businesses, according to its website. They currently invest in 89 firms across around 38 industries in the United States, claims their website. They now pay 6 cents per share per month on their dividend stock. Despite the dividend being reduced in 2017, this results in a dividend yield of 9.33%. Permianville Royalty Trust, ticker PVL, is another trust that pays dividends every month. As the owner of a net profit interest, Permianville is entitled to 80% of the net earnings from selling oil and natural gas produced on Texas, Louisiana, and New Mexico-based holdings. Like many of these royalty trusts, many of them don't have a lot of educational websites. The only way to find more specific information on these companies, outside of the bare minimums like dividend payment amounts and trading volume, is to read through their SEC filings or contact their investor relation division. Google, however, currently pays a dividend yield of 5.45% on this stock. Sabine Royalty Trust, SBR, owns mineral and royalty interests in several active oil and gas properties in the U.S.
in addition to other similar non-participatory oil and gas properties in Florida, Louisiana, Mississippi, New Mexico, Oklahoma, and Texas. Its royalty and mineral interests also contain landowner royalties that supersede royalty interests' mineral production payments. Although it now offers 5.43% dividend yield, a royalty trust cannot provide a regular monthly dividend payment if that is what you want. These equities, however, have been performing astronomically due to the current inflation rates. The symbol for the ticker is Stellus Capital Investment Corporation, another business development firm that focuses on investing in private middle market enterprises is SCM. It makes investments using mezzanine, first lien, and second lien debt financing. Frequently, a corresponding equity investment is also made. Stella looks to invest in firms with EBITDA of between $5 million and $50 million. According to their website, this company has completed more than 350 transactions and has over 80 active investments. They currently manage over $2.6 billion in assets, and since their founding, they have made over $8 billion investments across various sectors. Their stock pays out 9 cents per share per month, and Google provides a dividend yield of 8.83%. Finally, here is a list of all publicly traded companies that pay monthly dividends. As I already stated, this video is merely meant to provide information. Before investing in any of the companies on the list, conduct adequate research and reach a decision. Please subscribe if you would like to see another version of this video in a year, or if you would like to see additional content on dividend investing. I sincerely appreciate your time, and I'll see you again soon. Once again, this is Investor Facts, ensuring that all your questions are answered. If you enjoy watching the video, kindly leave a like and subscribe. Until the next time, cheers! Oh, but wait, there's more. According to my sources, there seems to be a rising star. Find out what stock this is in the following video.